KK Java tutorials. In this video tutorial, we'll talk about the tree sort using binary search tree in Java. So first of all, let's try to understand the algorithm, and then after we'll move further for its implementation. Yeah. So in binary search tree, all the left subtree elements should be less than the root element, and all the right subtree elements should be greater than root element. This is called binary search tree property, and these properties should be satisfied at every node in the tree. So first point you have to keep in mind, left subtree of node contains only nodes with the keys less than the root node. So here you can see in left subtree, this is the root node and this is the left subtree. So in left subtree, every node value is less than the root node. And next point says the right subtree of the node contains only nodes. It's not node, there is a typo, node. So the right subtree of the node contains only nodes with the keys greater than the root key. So here you can see we have a right subtree, and right subtree, every node value is must be greater than the root node. That's the point says. Yeah. And both the left and right subtrees must also be a binary subtree, right? If you look at the right subtree, this is also binary subtree, right? Binary tree, right? So here you can say left node is less than the right node, right? And actually, sorry, left node is less than the root node. This is the root node for this subtree. So this is less than the root node, and this is the greater than the root node. So this concept applies for the left as well as right subtree as well, right? Now, how does binary search tree work, right? So to write a binary search tree program, steps are as following. First of all, from the input array, create a binary search tree structure, and then you have to traverse the binary search tree to get the element in sorted order. Yeah. So by doing an in order traversal, which means starting from the left subtree, then root node, and then visit the right subtree, we get the elements sorted in ascending order. So when you talk about the in binary tree, right, binary search tree, in order means first of all you have to visit the left subtree, right? So left subtree, if you go left subtree, leftmost item is 10, then 20, then 30, right? Then root node you have to visit, then after 100. Again right node, when you go to the right node, then left of right node is now 105, then 110, then 120. So in that way we'll get basically entire tree in the sorted order, right? If you want to traverse reverse order, then first of all you have to visit the right subtree, right, then root node, then left subtree. In that way we will get basically binary tree in the descending order. Yeah. So that's all about the concept. Let's see how we can implement a binary search tree, right, from the given array, right? So this is our given array. Client program already I have written, but still I have to write the binary search tree, right? So here first of all we have to create a class, it's called node, which represents each node in the binary search tree. So here I am going to create another class here in a package, let's say dot tree, right? And here I am going to create a class binary search tree, right? And here in binary search tree I'm going to create an internal class, let's say class let's say node. So in binary search tree basically data we can represent as a node. Every node contains a data, right? So here we'll have to give the like private int. Let's suppose we are going to basically construct a binary search tree from this tree which contains the element as an integer, but data can be of any type. Just for simplicity I have taken the array of integer, right? So here I am going to specify data. Then you have a two node, like basically node, then you have a left reference right? When you talk about the tree, then you have a left reference as well as right reference, right? So private node, then I would say right? So there are two reference. Now I am going to create a constructor out of this as a source, generate constructor using fields, and here data I am going to initialize, but left and right I am going to initialize with the null. Not a problem. Cool. So this is very simple internal class within binary search tree. Now here I am going to create a class. It's called, let's say, public. I'm going to just declare a variable node, right? And here I can create a constructor. So I go to the source, then generate constructor out of this. Okay, I have created a constructor. This super key is not needed at all, and here I will create here I will create a constructor of a binary search tree, and here node is declared over here. Here let's say this constructor takes let's say int data, right? So that I can create a root node. I will say new node, right? New node. Basically this reference is not required at all, so I'm going to remove this one from here, right? And only we require data. So just I have created a root node. While creating the object of binary search tree itself, we can create a root node itself, right? Client is able to create the root node. Now I have created a binary search tree and created a constructor which accepts one data, and through this I can create a root node. Now we required another method like insert method, right? How we can insert a node in the binary search tree, right? So I would say public return type would be node itself, and I would give the method name as insert, right? And here insert method will have a two parameter node, which node you want to insert, that node itself, and then second parameter you have a int data, right? So which data you want to insert, right? Return type would be node itself. So let's add a return. Now here you have to check if node equal to null, right? Then I will we will return, I will create a new node, and that just we will return it, right? And we'll create node with this data, right? Which whatever data is coming, right? Then what use cases you have to give? If you look into the basically binary search tree, then all the elements which is less than the root node will go into the left subtree, right? So here you have to write if this data, whatever data is coming, that's less than node dot data, right? If that is the case, then what will happen? You have to do node dot left equals to, again recursively I'm going to call this method, right? This method insert method, which will have two parameters. So here I will do left dot node and left dot yeah. So here we have two reference, right? So here I will do, so node dot left, sorry, node dot left and data. We will have to call this method recursively. And else if condition we will have, else if condition, just we will have a reverse of this guy. If data is greater than the current node, right, then you have to traverse in the right subtree, and there you will have to insert the node, right? So here I will say node dot right equals to insert and node dot right and then data, right? And this is basically a recursive way to create a insert method. Here one thing you will have to keep in mind, if you write any method using recursive fashion, then make sure that your method has some exit condition, else you will get the stack overflow error. And this is the basically exit condition for this basically insert method, right? So you have to traverse as long as you do not get the null, and then you insert the node and you exit from this method, right? So now you required one more method, right? So here we have written an insert method, right? But we required one more method which will basically traverse the basically binary search tree, and that will display all the elements in the ascending order, right? So already we have discussed we need to maintain the in order for this. So I'm going to write a method like public void in order. You can give any name. I'm going to specify as in order, and here you will have to take node as a reference. Yeah, then I would say node, and here first of all you have to check if node not equals to null, right? Then you have to call basically same method in recursive way in order, and here I would say node dot left, right? So you need to basically traverse the left subtree, right? Left, right? Then so when you traverse in the in order fashion, then first of all you have to traverse the left basically subtree, then root node. So that's why I'm going to write system.out println. Here we can display node dot data data, and then here I'm putting the space so that I can display in the nice format. Now what you have to do, once you traverse the left node, then root node, then you have to traverse the right node, right? Right node, not right node, but right subtree, and that's it, you are done, right? Let's say if you want to traverse your binary search in descending order, then what we have to do, in order node dot right, then system.out.println node dot data, and then here you will have to write node dot left, then you can traverse in the descending order. Now almost we have done implementation of binary search tree. Now I go to my client program, and here just I have an integer array which I am displaying as it is, right? Whatever input I'm taking, that original array I'm just displaying. Now what I have to do, I have to create an object of this guy, right? Now binary search tree equals to new binary search tree, and this guy takes an argument as a data, that is nothing but the root node. So here what I'll do, I'll initialize root node with 0th elements, right, from the array. Now I am going to basically iterate this guy, this array, okay? So I'm going to just I'm iterating this array. Let's say this is nothing but data, and here you have to call iteratively this insert method, right? So insert method, not in order but insert method, we have to insert a node, right? So here I would say binary search tree dot node, and you have to pass the data, right? Data is nothing but, so here we might be thinking I'm passing this guy twice, right? This guy is already added over here, again I'm passing. So let me tell you guys, when you talk about the binary search tree, then binary search tree does not contain any duplicate element, or that always contains the unique element. So if you pass the duplicate element, that will be removed. So not a worry, you don't need to worry about those things, right? Now once you insert all the nodes, means all the elements taking from the input array to the binary search tree, right? Then elements must be now here you will have to display elements in sorted order, right? So I am going to display after sorting, something like this, right? after sorting, and here you will have to call what, in order, right? In order method you will have to call, right? So here I'm going to call in order method, right? Here binary. So this reference you have to pass, entire node you have to pass, which will contain the entire tree basically. And that's it, we are done. So if I run this application now, then let me show you. So output is displaying this fashion. So let me display in the single row. So here if I go to in order, then instead of println, let me give the print itself, right? If I run now, here you can see this is our basically input array, right, which is having 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 elements. Sorted array 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 elements. Is there any duplicate element? Let me check, is there any duplicate, because there is one number is less, right? So let me check. So here basically we have one duplicate element, right? 120 we have kept twice, so just remove it, because anyway if you provide the duplicate element, that binary sort is gonna basically remove that duplicate element binary sort, binary search tree. So if I run again, then here you can see elements are in the ascending order, right? If you have a duplicate elements, that binary search tree is going to basically remove that basically a duplicate element. That always maintains the unique node. So guys, I hope you understood. Let me explain you everything. So here basically we have created a class, it's called binary search tree, right? And we have a constructor there. I'm passing this just within that constructor I have initialized basically a new node, right? So if somebody wants to use my binary search tree class, then has to create an object using this constructor, and there they have to pass the root node basically. Now we have to create basically before that, binary tree always basically maintains the data in the nodes, right? And node is attached with the left and right reference, right? So that's why we have created a class is called node, and that I have created as an internal class, because this is going to use by this class only, binary search tree. And there we have required basically that data which we want to insert, and left and right reference, and that I have initialized within the basically constructor. Data I have initialized, but left and right node initially will be pointing to the null, and that's the reason I have initialized with the null. Now we need to create an insert. There we'll have to pass the node which we want to insert and data in that node, right? If node is already null, then you have to create a node with that data and return that node. If data is less than the, if coming data is less than the basically current node, then you have to basically call this insert method with the left basically reference, because data has to go in the left subtree, and you have to pass the data as well. Similarly, if the current data is greater than, if data is the greater than the current node, then that node has to insert in the right subtree, right? And finally you have to return the node. Now I want to display basically, once this insertion is done, once you have created the binary search tree, then you would like to basically display all its elements in the ascending order. That's what we have created this in order. There I'm passing the node, and just we are checking if node not equal to 0, then this method again I'm calling, because my intention is to traverse the left subtree, right? And just we are displaying that data, right? So and finally we are calling in order method again for the right subtree, right? And we have a client program. There I have one input input array that you can take from the keyboard as well, and that input array I have displayed in the original format. Then I have created a binary search tree class, and there I'm passing first element of this array as a root node, and again I'm traversing this basically this array, and I'm inserting each and every elements from the array to just I'm sending every data and just I want to create a different node with this data in the binary search tree. And once that is done, then you have to call the in order method, which we have created to display all the elements in the ascending order. And that's how basically we sort any input array in the ascending or descending order, right? If you want to display data in the descending order, then first of all here you have to call in order node dot right, and then system dot out dot print node dot data, and then node dot left, right? In that way you can sort your data in descending order. So that's all I have is in this video tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoy this video. Still you have any doubt, then you can provide the comment below to the video. I will try to answer, guys. Big thank you for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.